Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Kirtivartan Singh Bra Aji BJP Head Office Kohimade Union Budget 2026 upper media lokot kotha kurishe. Singh Bra India laga growth upper kushiki Prime Minister Narendra Modi laga leadership hidor good governance thaka karne ase ko de sarkar laga efficiency aro responsible manu laga accountability increase hoise. Singh Bra kushiki dusra desh kan India lokot trade kurubole mon thaka do India laga economy de confidence ase aro India grow hwa do dikishe. Singh Bra janeshiki Union Budget 2026 to youth aro employment generate kurubole de focus kure. Ahibi details sai sabo.
Let me ask you firstly whether it will be more comfortable for everyone in Hindi if I speak in Hindi or speak in English, or we can also talk mix. तो फिर से आप सबसे भेंट होकर बहुत अच्छा लगा। पिछले साल भी हम आए थे और इसी तरह यहाँ पे अपने पार्टी से I met the party people also. I met Honorable Soros together and again I am here today in your midst. As you know, we have just passed the union budget very recently, and the party has asked me to come here and brief the people about the highlights of the union budget and how it is going to impact us, how the effect it is going to have on the country, what is the focus of the budget, and how we should be prepared for the coming future. Especially as you see in the world today, there is so much of change happening. Earlier, there were these two big powers, one was the West and the other was Russia. And all the foreign policies of almost every country was aligned to that reality of a bipolar world. But in the recent years, every region, every country is trying to come up and grow. And it is no longer bipolar, it has become a multipolar world where we have to take into account regional imperatives, regional priorities, our country priorities, and how with our priorities and in cooperation with our neighboring countries, how we can all progress, how people can progress. And development, of course, has always been the main agenda, and today also it is the second. So this is the gist of my meeting, and I'm very happy to be sharing the stage with Honorable Tenzin Irma, who is the Minister of Tourism and Higher Education. I heard a lot about him. And I know he's very good on social media. And this is, of course, a very important thing these days. And we also have Mr. Tohuto Chesney. I think he was there last time also. And of course, Mr. Kafi Snow, who is a state executive member of BJP. And Shri Priya Kropoji, who is the Honorable MLA from here, and I had it was a big honor and a pleasure to interact with him last month. So coming back to the budget, and I was talking about the multipolar world. First of all, let me talk to you about India's growth, which you have already seen. It is a constant growth trajectory that we are going on. हम लोगों का economy, हम लोगों का growth हमेशा बढ़ रहा है, मजबूत हो रहा है. Even in the COVID period, when most of the developed countries' growth has become negative, our economy still continues to grow. Why? Because of our good governance under the leadership of Honorable PM Modi. The efficiency of the government has increased, the way things are being done in this country has increased, the accountability of all those responsible has increased, whether it is officers, whether it is ministries, or whether even ministers. And this has largely come about through the information technology that our government uses and through the digital technology that we use. So I will not go into that because that's a long story by itself. But now that our economy is good, and we need to also, the effort is always that how can we make it better, how can we have more development. And in this current situation, as you know, what the West, especially America, is doing with this tariff wars that it has unleashed. It is very important that we have regional cooperation with like-minded countries, with like-minded governments, which helps us, our development, and also those countries' development. And that is what led us to form these foreign free trade agreements. You must have heard about the recent free trade agreement that India made with the European Union. And in the world, usko kehte hain ki it's a mother of all agreements. It is such a important, such a high impacting agreement. Ki usko, it is known as the mother of all agreements. And not only that, we have made several agreements with many other countries. In fact, we have made agreements, trade agreements with more than 40 countries. And USA also, Azkal is very much in the news that we have reached agreement on the tariff. And I know this the question is going to be put up to me. Why 18%? Well, it is good to know that our tariff rates are lesser than all other competitive countries that India faces. So Southeast Asia is 19%, Bangladesh 19%, but ours is 18%. So what does that give us? These free trade agreements open up their market for our goods. And once we can sell our goods at a lower price than other countries, our goods will be bought more. That means that our manufacturers get more support. They can manufacture more, our industries can grow. And when that goes, our young people, our employment goes up. So that is the focus of making our manufacturing sector more competitive, more efficient, so that we can utilize the potential these free trade agreements give us. This is the kind of economic integration that we're aiming for. With Africa, with the Arab world, we recently had a delegation from the foreign ministers of all the Arab nations. They also want to trade more with India. And why is everybody looking at India as a question? Because they have confidence in our economy. They have seen how this country is growing. They have a great respect for our workforce. And they know that we have the most economically competitive workforce. So that is the reason why all these countries, whether it's Australia, New Zealand, Japan has agreed to invest billions of dollars in our country. So all of these things are happening. And that is what this budget is about. There are a lot of people who are saying that there's no mention of tax ki baat nahi ki, ye nahi kiya gaya. But I'd like to tell you that it is a very long-term budget. Iski benefits bahut saara. When Prime Minister Modi talks about Viksit Bharat 2047, this budget is the foundation stone for that Viksit Bharat. It will empower our youth, it will strengthen our industry, it will strengthen our manufacturing sector, it will generate employment. All these FTAs have one very important component in them. बहुत एक जरूरी component होता है, that is the migration and mobility agreement. What is migration and mobility agreement? That now young people who want to work in a certain field, who are either have specialized in a certain trade, whether they're electricians, plumbers, automotive engineers, or any, you can talk about anything. Now it will not be difficult for them to find employment in the European Union, Russia, or all these countries जिनके साथ हमारा free trade agreement हो रहा है. So अगर हम nutshell में ये जो budget है, it is more towards our youth, more towards our young people, more towards focused towards our generating employment. And this was the budget about. इसके effects, इसके results आज भी मिलेंगे, कल भी मिलेंगे. But yes, 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, you will see it will help our manufacturing sector from everything. It will help our service sector to grow. आजकल यूरोपियन यूनियन में वेस्ट में एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है कि वहाँ की पॉपुलेशन एजिंग. The population figures are coming down as largely aging population. They need care, they need health care, they need nurses, they need medical care, medical facilities. And this is where our young people start getting trained. उनकी ट्रेनिंग होने लगेगी तो सबको यहाँ पे अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत सारी मिलेंगी. So coming back to it, this is to fulfill the aspiration of the youth by generating employment. But it's not only employment, it's also about generating entrepreneurship. How can our men, our young generation, our men and women,
if they want to get self-employed, उनको कैसे employment generate करता है. And this is so important in the Northeast, because यहाँ पे भी employment की जो openings है वो कम है, या self-employment का भी कम है, but यहाँ पे there is so much scope in generating employment through tourism, through agroforestry, through growing your organic food. वो होगा कैसे? ट्रेनिंग के साथ होगा, आपके स्किलिंग के साथ होगा, उसके लिए भी बहुत सारी चीजें आप डेवलप करेंगे. So let me go on it face to face and give you the basic outline of the budget. आपने अगर सीतारमण जी को सुना होगा, उन्होंने कहा था कि इसमें this budget is formed on the 3 pillars of our कर्तव्य. पहला कर्तव्य है to accelerate and sustain economic growth by enhancing productivity, enhancing competitiveness, and building resilience with what is happening in the world. आज का हम कह रहे हैं कि हमारा फार्मिंग सेक्टर को we are not opening it, regardless of what rumors you might have heard. So things like that. So you have to be, and there is global competition. So जब तक हम लोग अपना सेक्टर नहीं स्ट्रॉन्ग करेंगे तब तक ग्लोबली कॉम्पिटिशन एंड वी विल नॉट बी कॉम्पिटिटिव विद अदर कंट्रीज. वो अच्छी बात है कि और कॉम्पिटिटिव इकोनॉमी से हम लोगों का ये रेट कम रखा है टैरिफ, बट अगेन वी स्टिल हैव टू परफॉर्म, वी स्टिल हैव टू डिलीवर गुड्स एंड क्वालिटी. सो द फर्स्ट इज टू एक्सेलरेट एंड सस्टेन इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ. दूसरा है हाउ टू फुलफिल आवर पीपल्स एस्पिरेशन एंड अ यंग जनरेशन. We have the youngest population in mostly the entire world, and सबके aspirations and everybody in social media, they know what's happening in the world. Everybody is aware. लोग पढ़ लिख रहे हैं, people are getting educated, they're getting different training. But how can we make them a part of the India's growth story? How can we make them a part, inclusive part of the prosperity that our economic growth is bringing? It can't be focused on only urban centers. जो अगर आज ग्रोथ है, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट है, उससे जो पैसा आ रहा है, प्रॉस्पेरिटी आ रही है, जब तक वो नीचे लेवल तक, गांव के लेवल तक, रूरल लेवल तक नहीं आएगा, तब तक इंडिया विल नॉट रियली प्रोग्रेस. सो दिस इज अबाउट फ्रॉम ग्लोबल टू रूरल. हाउ कैन यू मेक दैट लिंक सो दैट इवन आवर पीपल इन द विलेजेस कैन अवेल ऑफ द ग्लोबल अपॉर्चुनिटीज दैट आर प्रेजेंटेड बाय दीज फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट्स. एंड देयर इज अ स्कीम फॉर दैट आल्सो. The other is, like I said, inclusive growth, and we have to have every region, every community, every family has to have access to the resources, amenities, and opportunities for their participation. So our pillars of the growth are going to be sustaining economic growth, strengthening the foundation of growth, which are manufacturing industry, the skill of the people, our workforce, and our young generation. किसी भी देश का, किसी भी नेशन का सबसे बड़ा एसेट, सबसे बड़ा रिसोर्स, इट इज नॉट मिनरल्स, इट इज नॉट ऑयल, इट इज द पीपल, द यंग जनरेशन. इफ वी कैन give our young generation the ability and the quality of education and skill and training, then our economy will go many. So that is also the thrust of the budget, to how to skill our people. So coming down to, I read this in parts. As far as manufacturing, how do we bring up our manufacturing? How do we encourage manufacturing? How do we make it better? Everybody knows that in this new age technology, semiconductors and rare earth minerals are the thing. Rare earth, because the world is moving towards the electric power, motorcycles, electric power cars, and so many other things. And rare earths play a very important factor in the magnets, battery storage, all these things that are part of this new ecosystem that we have. So the semiconductor mission we have launched, and that is the future of the world now. And like I mentioned, healthcare, so we have to bring up our pharma sector also. And there is an integrated program for textiles. We have a scheme for making manufacturing containers, जो international shipping line में use होता है. And there is a further stress on domestic manufacturing of high value and technology advanced construction and infrastructure, and how can we do it? Of course, we have to have a certain how do you boost this? We have to have certain tax reforms in this sector, and that for that capital goods क्या होता है? अगर आप ऑटोमोबाइल पार्ट बना रहे हैं एक्सपोर्ट के लिए, तो उस ऑटोमोबाइल पार्ट को बनाने के लिए सर्टेन रोबोट्स चाहिए होते हैं, सर्टेन मशीनरी चाहिए होती है, सर्टेन हाई प्रिसिशन टूल्स चाहिए होते हैं। वो कहाँ से आएंगे? वो बाहर से आएंगे। अगर जब तक वो सस्ता नहीं किया जाएगा, हमारा प्रोडक्शन नहीं सस्ता होगा, हमारी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग नहीं सस्ती होगी। So first of all, we have provided an income tax relief for 5 years, exemption for 5 years for any non-resident who provides capital goods and equipment for touring. And we have also decided to develop 200 clusters of centers for where the industries were. जो पुरानी इंडस्ट्रीज थी आज जो due to various reasons, due to inefficiency, due to old machinery, they're not working. So our government is going to revive 200 such clusters so that the manufacturing starts again and employment starts again. There is an equity support of 10,000 crores for our small and medium scale enterprise. 10,000 crore equity support. And also, we have launched a new self-reliant India fund that was launched in 2021, and we have got another 2,000 crore this year. So the हमारे छोटे industries and manufacturing units, they can avail of these loans, and they can become better in the manufacturing. They can scale up the operation. They can become more competitive and more quality conscious. Because if you talk about India giving goods to the world, especially to the West and the European Union or America for that matter, the first thing that we have to concentrate on is quality. अगर हमारे सामान क्वालिटी वाइज नहीं अच्छा हो तो कोई नहीं है। सो दैट इज द थिंग, एंड इसके लिए हम लोग एक प्रोफेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन भी सेटअप कर रहे हैं। एंड लाइक आई सेड कि वी आर थिंकिंग कि आप नीचे जो छोटे टाउन है, कोहिमा है, दीमापुर है, यहाँ पे कैसे हमारे लोगों को कैसे ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी। सो इसके लिए प्रोफेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन इन टियर 1 and tier 3 towns, tier 2 and tier 3 towns, and to also encourage the industries there. There are many other incentives for industry, which is, I don't think that इसको यहाँ भी कहने की जरूरत है, but the basic thrust of the budget क्या हमने आपको बता दिया, आपको मिला। Coming back to the service sector, how do we train our young people to be, so that they can perform better in the service sector? So there is education to employment and enterprise standing committee. ये हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने बनाया है, education to employment and enterprise. And that is the focus is to training our young people in the service sector. Health के लिए भी there are new institutions are being established which are called allied health professionals के लिए हमारे health professionals हैं, and the care ecosystem for developing a variety of programs to train 1.5 lakh people in essential care services like nursing. And this is what will take our economy forward. We are also making 5 hubs for medical tourism. 5 hubs so that बाहर से बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं, especially from the poor countries, to train here, to get treated here. So that is the main thing. And आपकी Eastern region में National Institute of Design is being set up because that is also a very important part of the economy now. And going forward, education is also, without education you can't do it. So 5 university townships will be set up in near major industrial and logistic corridors. So you have the universities there, वो बच्चों को वहीं education मिलेगी, वहीं हमारे industrial sectors हैं, and they can look for employment आस-पास। The one very important factor which sounds small but it will have a lot of significance for our girls. Whenever they go for high education in cities or tier 1 towns, and there's a problem for their stay, for their security, कैसे रहना है, क्या करना है, paying this कहाँ, we all know that. So our government decided to set up a girls' hostel for higher education in every district. Every district headquarters will have a girls' hostel for higher education. And again, we are also going to set up a National Institute of Hospitality. So where our children, our young people can learn of the hospitality sector, so that the tourism we are trying to develop, that that is based on how good our hospitality sector is, and the essential training for that is going to be brought in the basic. The whole focus is on skilling our youth in various fields. Not just कि आपने MSc डिग्री ले ली, आपने ये डिग्री ली, उसका बाद घूमने की क्या किया जाए. पर्टिकुलर ट्रेड्स में जो ये हमारे फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट्स हैं, इससे बहुत सारा हमारा सामान बाहर जाना है, बहुत सारे हमारे पास अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं. उस अपॉर्चुनिटीज को अवेल करने के लिए जो हमारा यूथ है उसकी जरूरत पड़ेगी, लेकिन हमारे यूथ को उस सेक्टर में ट्रेन होना है, तभी हम लोग अवेल कर पाएंगे. सो लाइक आई सेड, ये बजट का लॉन्ग टर्म फोकस कि ये जो हमारी यंग जनरेशन है, इनको अभी से स्किल करना है, इनको ट्रेन करना है. एंड वी कैन नाउ वी आर द सेंटर स्टेज, वी आर द ग्लोबल सेंटर स्टेज नाउ विद दीज फॉरेन ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट्स एंड इससे फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट. एंड इसकी अपॉर्चुनिटी, इसका जो पोटेंशियल है वो कैसे हम लोगों को फायदा मिले, उसके लिए सारा काम करें. एंड ये पोटेंशियल और अपॉर्चुनिटी हमारी सरकार ये नहीं चाहती केवल जो हमारे मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटीज हैं, दिल्ली, बॉम्बे, चेन्नई, कलकत्ता के हाथों में सीखो. इट शुड पर्कुलेट डाउन, इट शुड रीच डाउन टू द विलेज लेवल, टू द रूरल लेवल. सो दैट इज द फोकस ऑफ द बजट. They are also setting up a National Institute of Hospitality, like I said, and tourism is a special focus. खास करके आपके नॉर्थ ईस्ट में टूरिज्म का बहुत स्कोप है. एंड नाउ वी हैव अ स्कीम ऑफ ट्रेनिंग 10,000 गाइड्स इन द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट आइकॉनिक टूरिस्ट साइट्स. जहाँ पे हमारी बड़ी बड़ी टूरिस्ट साइट्स हैं, वहाँ पे गाइड्स को ट्रेनिंग की फैसिलिटी होगी. आप लोगों को ताजुब होगा जानकर कि स्टेट्स में जो टूरिस्ट गाइड होता है उसकी एक दिन की फीस $500 से $1,000. आज का डॉलर करीब 95. दैट इज फीस पे जाते हैं. हम लोग क्या गाइड्स बनते हैं, जाइए कहीं भी, आगरा जाइए, ताजमहल जाइए, आपको बहुत सारे गाइड मिल जाएंगे. बट द थिंग इज कि नाउ वी नीड ट्रेन गाइड, एंड दैट इज 10,000 गाइड्स का, जहाँ पे टूरिस्ट साइट्स हम वहाँ पे. नाउ द अदर थिंग इज, एक बहुत जरूरी चीज होती है कनेक्टिविटी. आप यहाँ बहुत कुछ बना देंगे, लेकिन बाकी एरिया में नहीं पहुँच पाएगा, तो फिर आपका मार्केट बहुत छोटा रह जाता है. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू हैव डेडिकेटेड फ्रेट कॉरिडोर्स. आपका दिकुनी है यहाँ पे ईस्ट में टू सूरत इन द वेस्ट. सो लॉट ऑफ योर प्रोडक्ट्स कैन गो फ्रॉम ईस्ट टू वेस्ट नाउ एंड फ्रॉम वेस्ट टू ईस्ट. एंड इसी तरह बहुत सारे आपके हाईवेज यहाँ बनी रहे हैं. लॉट नागालैंड में जो हो रहा है उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. So this linkages and how this product can reach from one end of the country to other, वो भी एक बहुत important चीज है. Industrial corridors बनाए जाएंगे so that the industry can. So this is the main thing. Now, if you want me to talk about Nagaland specifically, उसके बारे में कुछ बता देते हैं. आपके यहाँ पे जो नगर वन योजना है, उसमें भी काफी सारे प्रपोजल आए हैं. नागालैंड has submitted more than 20 नगर वन योजना. And a lot of आपके कोहिमा में 3 nagar ones have been already approved, and there is a school nursery Yojana which has been approved at a total cost of, which is not very big. So these are the main things, the main points, and for any sort of development, it is the financing that is most important. And one of the most important reasons why our economy is growing, because of the big reforms we did in the finance sector, in the banking sector, and also in the workers area, where जो हमारे businesses थे, हमारे enterprises थे, industries थी, वो बहुत पुराने rules थे जिससे वो आगे नहीं बढ़ पाते थे. So massive reform in these sectors have also caused the growth in our country. So that is the main point, the silent point. The overall picture, अगर आप उसकी बात करें, कि ये जो बजट है, ये हमारे यूथ पे फोकस है. It is taking into account जो तमाम सारे फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट्स हो रहे हैं, उस फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट का भरपूर फायदा, उसके पोटेंशियल को कैसे पूरी तरह से यूटिलाइज किया जाए, ये बजट उस पर फोकस है. और बहुत दिनों से इस पर काम चल रहा था. फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट्स इतनी जल्दी नहीं जाती. इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ पेशेंस, इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ डिप्लोमेटिक एफर्ट. That is how we have achieved all these FTAs with many countries, including US now. But what do these free trade agreements mean? That means that our goods will be now, we can sell our goods all over the world. The half day free trade agreements हैं, and this budget is focused to utilizing that potential by strengthening our manufacturing sector, strengthening our MSMEs, our medium and small scale enterprises, and skilling and training our youth so that they can get gainful employment in the sector, and also skilling and training our youth so that they can also become entrepreneurs. It's not just working, but also entrepreneurship, where young people can generate self-employment, they can set up small manufacturing hubs, and it is from global to rural, that this growth is not just limited to certain areas or pockets, but it is inclusive growth, where people in the villages can also avail of this opportunity by getting the right kind of education, by getting the right kind of training, by getting the right kind of skill.
Further training, and the biggest asset Nagaland has is your natural wealth, your forest, your ecotourism. You know, the potential that you have there is huge. But what is lacking is the proper awareness of how things can be done, how homestays can be made, how they can be more energy efficient, how can they be more quality homestays. I've stayed in homestays there. And these are the areas you should focus on. You should get training, you should get, NGOs to train the people here in setting up homestays. And the budget is focused on setting up bird trails, eco trails, and you should really avail of these areas. The natural wealth is the biggest wealth that anybody can have. You have Nagaland has a lot of natural wealth, and with that comes a lot of potential. And this area is what will benefit. The benefit will go directly, not to big businessmen, not to big industry, but to the people in the villages, our women, our youth. So that is one area we should focus on. I'll be most happy to assistance. I also am the State Minister for Forest and Environment and Nature Affairs. I'll be most happy to assist any project. I was mentioning to Sir Hiran Sir that whatever our community can, bring up. So whatever support can be done from the center for community level ecotourism projects and such things, then I'll be very happy to do it.